guys, I'm Ansaf Khan. I have completed my engineering in computer science domain and have a work experience of 20 months working as a software developer for an IT firm. Coming towards my interview experience at various IIMs and IITs, my interview majorly revolved around my resume, particularly my work experience, the domain that I worked on and the technology involved. The domain that I was working on was healthcare. So questions related to healthcare industry, the budget allocated to the healthcare industry, what all initiatives the government is taking for the healthcare industry, how COVID has hit the healthcare industry, all those were frequently asked. The technical questions that were asked were related to data science, AIML, .NET, because I was working as a .NET developer. Questions related to big data were even asked sometimes, and some questions even involved current affairs, like what all opinions I have on whatever was going on in India and around the world. In particular interviews, I was even given a dilemma and I need to decide which side would I choose. In mostly interviews, questions were even asked regarding my hobby. One of my interview went on for like 30 minutes and it totally revolved around my hobby, that was reading. The questions that they were asking was regarding the books that I read, what all insights that I have from those books, and how am I developing this hobby further. So coming towards my tips that I have for you, be calm throughout the interview because that helps a lot for you to gain confidence. In one of my interview, my power went off and I had to give the interview in a dark room. The interviewers were kind enough to switch off their video so that I used minimum bandwidth, and they were very humble throughout the interview so that I don't panic at all. Secondly, don't fake it on your resume. They will ultimately come to know because they would be asking subsequent questions to whatever you are answering. So you have to be original for whatever you are mentioning on your resume. Thirdly, be thorough with your resume. You should have a story for every pointer that you add on your resume, because that will add up to how you did it and why you did it. Fourthly, all the best.
Hello everyone, my name is Kashish and I have done graduation in journalism and mass communication, and currently I'm doing MBA from IIM So my interview experience was pretty unique. The topic that I was given was, is management an art or a science? And being from a science maths background and then turning to arts gave me an edge. I made a balance between the two. I put my points precisely and I did not take a side. So my advice to you is, do not make extreme points and do not make points that you cannot justify. Try to be as polite as possible, try to balance things out and come to a conclusion. And also, don't look timid. Make a balance of being polite and also being confident. And for the questions, if you are from a diverse background like me, if you are from medical field or if you are from an arts background, do prepare very well for the question why MBA, because you need a solid answer to why you want to be in that college. And also, if they ask you, tell me about yourself, rather than circling around your CV or your resume, try to build up an engaging story of what are your hobbies, interests, passions, and what led you to MBA. And also, one of the questions that they asked me was, what are the subjects that you studied in your graduation? So be thorough with whatever you have studied in your graduation. Be prepared if they ask you what was your favorite subject, or can you tell us anything about advertising, or can you tell us anything about journalism. Also, read about your topics, read about your subjects that you've studied in graduation, because they can ask, even if it's not from IT or it's not from business. And also, they asked me about if I have achieved anything in sports or if I have any recent achievements. So keep in mind small achievements that you've made in your life, and try to be as confident as possible, but do not look arrogant. Yeah, that's my experience, and all the best for your interviews.
Hello everyone, I am Sham. I am an eco graduate from Pirorimal College, Delhi University. I have with me 4.5 years of work across two organizations, NatWest Group and S&P Global. I will be telling to you all my interview experience of IIM Rohtak. The interview started with an extempore speech over founders. They gave me 3 minutes to narrate my viewpoint. After that, they quizzed me on my work experience of both organizations, S&P and Atlas 2. Post then, they asked me related to my economics, and the interview lasted for only 10 minutes. It was a smooth ride. They were happy with my responses, and at that moment, I could feel that I am ready to IIM Rohtak. But I've had other experiences wherein I was grilled for hours. It was for old IIMs. Luckily, I had converted those also. And then there were interviews which also lasted for hours, but I could not convert it. So I would alert you not to find any pattern in the timings of the interview of how much it lasted, because end result could be anything. You may either get in or you may not make it to your preferred IIMs. So what are the ways to prepare for the interviews? I would say read daily, read novels, read certain non-fictional books on economics and politics, read newspaper like Mint to clarify your concepts on important policy matters, refer to certain think tank websites like Observer Research Foundation to build concepts on international relations. So reading daily, consistently, and quality reading over this 1 and 2 months that you have got is key to crack the interview. In interview, they are checking your conceptual clarity. They are checking you on your grasp over your subjects that you took in undergraduate days, and they are also checking you on your awareness about day-to-day happenings around the world. So feel confident. Bring in your daily routine that habit of reading newspaper, and refer to Mint. I would say this is something which I have been reading for over more than 3 or 4 years, and I can say with confidence that it has helped me to crack many and IIM interviews. So I would again say take it easy and be confident on your interview days. Be presentable, dress smartly, and let that confidence reflect on your face when you actually counter them. And I guarantee you that it would be a pleasurable interview experiences. You won't have to sweat or break any sweat, and hopefully you get into your dream institutions.
Hi,
Thank
this is Anchal. So, talking about my educational background, I had PCB in my school with psychology, that is physics, chemistry, bio with psychology. After that, in my graduation, I have done tourism management from the Delhi University, and then I plan to give on CAT. So, talking about my interview experience, it was not very structured, I would say. It was a 10-minute power shot interview in which they gave me a topic to talk about, and my topic was failure is a stepping stone to success. And I was given a minute to talk about it. After that, they directly hopped on to a question related to NICA, and they asked me that why do you think that the PPO was successful or not. And after that, they checked on my scores, and they saw that I had pretty less score in the quant section, and they specifically asked about that. So what I answered, I told them that I don't know the answer. However, they insisted me to answer it. Then I answered it because I had to. And that was much about my interview experience. And later on, they asked about my hobbies and everything, which was only about 30 seconds or something. So my advice to you would be that expect the unexpected. Don't think of a pattern that I would go and they would ask me about myself. That's not true. They can ask anything. So prepared for anything that you can think of, and be very thorough with the business environment, what is happening around the companies. Very general news. And yeah, that's it. Stay calm. Even if you don't know anything, you can politely say you don't know. And if they insist, it is about how you show that you don't know. Don't stress out. They are just checking if you are the right candidate, and they're not looking for the right answer. Thank you.